Curtains can look expensive, or they can look like they were pinned up in a hurry. I've walked into plenty of client homes where the fabric was beautiful, but the tiebacks were doing the room no favors. Here's the good news. A smart tieback can fix that fast. In this countdown, I'm showing you 19 curtain tieback ideas that add polish, shape the light, and make your windows feel intentional, not improvised. Some are classic, some are a little unexpected, and a few are honestly better than what stores keep pushing. I like braided rope tiebacks, but they sit here because they can read a little too casual if the rope is thick or fuzzy. I've seen 3/4-inch cotton rope on linen panels look great, then snag dust near the floor after a few months. Keep the braid tighter and hang it higher than the sill. Magnetic clasp tiebacks are handy, sure, but I've had them slip on heavier drapery if the magnet isn't strong enough. On 2-inch blackout panels, I'd want a clasp with real pull, not the flimsy kind sold in a bulk pack. They're best for quick use, not for holding a lot of weight all day. Macrame tiebacks bring texture, but they can tip a room into boho fast if everything else is already busy. I've installed them on gauzy panels where the knotwork looked perfect, then the loose fringe caught on the hem every time the window opened. Best with simple drapes and enough wall breathing room. Leather strap tiebacks look sharp, but only when the leather matches the room's temperature. I've used dark saddle leather in a study, and it looked expensive because the brass buckle echoed the lamp hardware. Cheap faux leather, though, can crack at the fold within a year, especially near a sunny window. Beaded tiebacks can be lovely, but they're easy to overdo. I've seen oversized glass beads fight with patterned drapery, and suddenly the window feels fussy instead of finished. They work best when the beads repeat a color already in the room, so they look intentional, not like costume jewelry for curtains. Tassel trim tiebacks bring a little drama, and honestly that's the problem if the rest of the room is already loud. I've hung them on silk panels where the tassels looked gorgeous from across the room, but up close they felt busy. Use them when the curtain fabric is simple and the trim can do the talking. Brass wall-mounted holdbacks earn the top spot because they solve the real problem, curtain placement that never shifts. I've installed enough loose tiebacks that twist the fabric or leave a crooked fold. A solid brass holdback set about 56 to 60 inches from the floor keeps the drape consistent and looks built in. Fabric bows look charming, but they're the easiest tieback to make feel fussy. I've seen them sag after a few weeks if the fabric's too soft or the bow's too oversized. They work best on light shears, where the folds stay crisp and don't fight the curtain weight. Metal chain tiebacks can look sharp, but only when the finish matches the hardware in the room. I've had clients mix brushed nickel chains with warm brass rods, and it always feels accidental. They're best when you want a little edge, especially on heavier drapes that need real weight to hold their shape. Carved wood holdbacks bring real character, but they can go country fast if the carving is too busy. I like them most on taller windows, where the wood reads like furniture, not trim. The trick is choosing a stain that echoes your floors or beams, so it feels intentional instead of added on. Jute twine sounds casual, and that's exactly the problem if the rest of the room is polished. I've used it in lake houses and relaxed cottages where the rough fiber makes sense, but it can fray fast near sunny windows. Keep the wrap tight and the knot simple, or it starts looking improvised. Velvet ribbon has that rich, finished look, but it only works if the ribbon width matches the curtain scale. Too skinny and it disappears. Too wide and it starts reading like gift wrap. I usually reach for this on heavier drapes because the pile catches light and makes the whole window feel more tailored. Dried florals can be beautiful, but they're not forgiving. I've seen arrangements shed onto the sill and collect dust faster than people expect, especially near open windows. They're best when you want a softer, seasonal feel, and you keep the bundle small enough that it frames the curtain instead of blocking the glass. A knotted sash is the most forgiving option here, and honestly, that's why I like it. You can adjust the tension in seconds, which matters when curtains stretch or shrink a little with humidity. I use it a lot in real homes because it's simple, soft, and doesn't fight the fabric. Crystal beads look pretty in photos, but in real rooms they can feel a little fussy if the window gets strong sun. I've had clients love the sparkle, then realize every bead throws tiny flashes across the wall at 4 p.m. They work best on formal drapery, not a busy family room where you want the hardware to disappear. Vintage buckles bring character fast, but they can also look a little too themed if the room's already busy. I like them on linen panels, where the metal has some age and weight, because cheap buckle hardware tends to slide and scratch. The trick is keeping the finish consistent with nearby pulls or lamps. Otherwise, it feels random. Birch branches can look gorgeous, but only if you keep them light and a little irregular. I've seen people use branches that are too thick, and then the curtain hangs awkwardly because the holdback sticks out too far from the wall. The sweet spot is a slim branch, sealed well, with enough curve to feel intentional. Woven rattan is a smart middle ground because it gives you texture without shouting for attention. The thing nobody tells you is that the weave needs to be tight, or it frays at the edges where hands keep touching it. I like it in coastal and casual rooms, especially with off-white or clay-toned drapes, where it softens the whole window line. Matching fabric tiebacks usually win because they make the window feel finished, not decorated after the fact. I've used them on custom drapes where the tieback is cut from the same cloth, and the room immediately feels calmer. Just don't make them too skinny or they disappear. About 3 to 4 inches wide is the sweet spot. That's the full countdown, and the big takeaway is simple. The right tieback doesn't just hold fabric, it finishes the whole window. A little metal, rope, leather, or even a clever DIY can change the room more than most people expect. If this gave you a few ideas, hit like, subscribe for more real-world design tips, and visit OmniHomeIdeas.com for more inspiration and resources. I'm Brad Smith, and I'll see you in the next one.